Welcome to 5D Tutorial Academy. We have partial fraction, and that's the partial fraction there, x squared plus 1 over x multiplied by x minus 1 cubed, and we need to decompose that. That's what we call repeated linear factors. So repeated linear factors, we have a fraction p of x over q of x will equal to a1 over a1x plus b plus a2 over x1 plus that won't be repeated. So repeated, we're going to repeat the same thing, say x plus b plus a2 over ax plus b to the power 2, and that continues up to ak over ax plus b to the power k. Now what I think that we need to do, write the equation x plus 1 over x bracket x minus 1 to the power 3 is equals to a over, so we have x there, so we're going to say a over x plus, and then we have b over x minus 1 plus, we have c, that will be x minus 1 to the power 2 plus d, which is x minus 1 to the power 3. So that means we actually expanded, and then we need to multiply, and then multiply both sides by the common denominator, which is x multiplied by x minus 1 cubed, and we have x squared plus 1, so that cancels that, so we get a multiplied by x minus 1 to the power 3. We're getting rid of the denominator, and that is a that cancels that, gets into that twice, that and that, so you're going to have bx multiplied by x minus 1 to the power 2, and again we have c, that goes into that once and multiplied by that, so that would be cx multiplied by x minus 1, and then plus, and then we have that cancels that, so we'll have x there, and that will be dx. And the other thing, we need to expand x minus 1 cubed, so that means that let's expand that, so x minus 1 cubed will be x minus 1 multiplied by x minus 1 squared, so x minus 1, and then we expand the x minus 1 squared, that will give us x squared minus 2x plus 1, and then we multiply throughout by x, so which means we will have x to the power 3 minus 2x to the power 2 plus x, and then we have minus 1 there, it changes the sign in the other side, so negative x squared, positive 2x, negative 1. Then we simplify, so we have that cubed will be x to the power x cubed, and then we add that together, minus 2x squared, and then plus 3x squared, minus 3x plus 3x minus 1. Okay, so now we have x squared plus 1 is equals to, we now have a bracket, so a is going to be that, which gives us that value there, and then we replace it with x cubed minus 3x squared plus 3x minus 1, and then we have b x multiplied by that will give us b multiplied by that will be, we multiply that by x, So that gives us x to the power 3 minus 2x to the power 2 plus x, and then we have cx, that multiplied by x multiplied by that, so it'll be c bracket, that will be x squared minus x, and then we have plus dx. Okay, so now what we will do with x plus 1 is going to be, we have how many cubes there? We have 2, so it's going to be a plus b bracket multiplied by x cubed, and then from there we have minus 3x squared minus 2x, and then we have x squared there, so now we have a, b, and c for the squared, so that's going to be minus 3a minus 2b plus c, all of that factored by x squared. So we have the x's there coming together, so that will give us 3a, and that will give us 1b, so that's going to be plus bracket 3a plus b, and then c, that's going to be minus c, and then that's also x there, which is d, and then plus d factored by x. Now with that information, okay, then we have what we remember, we have a constant, yeah, so we have one constant there, which is, we don't have constants in the other, so one constant is minus a, so that's minus a, that's as one constant, and then from there we know that, okay, it's x cubed, so the other side has to be x cubed as well, so we don't have, it's gonna be 0. Now we know that a plus b is going to give us 0, and then we come again and x squared there, the coefficient has to be 1, so minus 3a minus 2b plus c. Okay, so minus 3a minus 2b plus c is equals to 1. And then coming to x there, we don't have, so it's 0 going to 0x, so we know 3a plus b minus c plus d will give us 0, so that's going to be 3a plus b minus c plus d is going to give us a 0, and then we have minus a is equals to 1, so that's a constant, so minus a gives us 1, not 0. You just come there and just fix it out, so yeah, that cancels that, all that cancels out, yeah, so let's just correct that. Minus a is equals to 1, so that is that, a cancels out, b and all that, so the only value remaining there is d, so that means now we have d is equals to 2, so that's our answer. So we work backwards, so we know that d is equals to 2, okay, and a is equals to minus 1 during that value, so we look for where we can substitute d and a, so we can see 3a minus 2b, yeah, let's use that one there to find b, so a plus b is equals to 0, and then we now have minus 1 and b is equals to 0, then b is equals to 1. Okay, now we have a, b, and d, so let's find c. So c is going to be 3a minus 2b plus c is equals to 1, and then we have substituting a and b, that gives us the value of c, so that's 3 there, that's negative 2 plus c is 1, and then c is going to be 0. Remember that 1 to the other side becomes negative 1 plus negative plus 1 becomes 0. So now we have all the values. We have a, b, c, and d, so we write the fraction and how we want it to be. So there we have a is -1 over the x plus 1 over x minus 1 plus 2. Remember, c is 0, so we don't have c. Okay, so we don't have x minus 1 squared, so we only have d, which is 2 over x minus 1. Yeah, it's going to be x minus 1 to the power 3. That's a, and that's b, and that's going to be our d. So c is 0, so that fraction doesn't exist. And now what we do, yeah, that's our final answer. And I would love to really appreciate your support, and do not hesitate to leave any question or comment below, like, subscribe, and yeah, you can even let others know about this channel as well. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Much appreciated. This is your 5D tutor, Black Adam. Thank you.